Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So first of all, I just want to let you know I have a cold, so my voice may sound a little different and I may have to pause and blow my nose quite a bit. Thankfully, I don't feel bad. I just have a lot of annoying symptoms. You probably know what I mean. But today I'm going to share with you some of my favorite finished projects from 2022. I do want to mention that a lot of these, or some of these at least, I made quite a while ago, you know, more towards the beginning of 2022. So I'm probably not going to remember the pattern designers for a lot of these, but I will do my best to go back and find as many links as I can so that I can put them in the description box for you and give credit where credit is due. We'll go ahead and get started in just a minute, but I do want to let you guys know my new video schedule. Obviously, not every week is going to be perfect. There are going to be things that happen where I may have to not do a video one week or kind of change it up a little bit, but my goal is to do Temperature Blanket Tuesday. So I'm going to show you guys my progress on my temperature blanket every Tuesday, and then on Fridays I will be doing my Everything I Crocheted This Week videos where I show you all of the other projects that I have worked on through the week. So I am going to do those two separately. You know, there may be some weeks where I do combine them, you know, just you never know what's going to happen, but my plan is to do Temperature Blanket Tuesday and then Everything I Crocheted This Week on Fridays. And then my goal is to, on Mondays, have some sort of other video, whether it be a haul or something like that. And of course, like I said, it could be that I do them on Wednesday or Thursday, or I may not do them at all. So it just depends, you know, life with two young kids, you just never know what's going to happen, but that is my goal. So you can at least count on those Temperature Blanket Tuesday videos and those Friday videos, and then I'm going to do my best to do a third video throughout the week. So I hope you guys will enjoy that, and let's go ahead and get into all the projects. So the first thing I want to share with you is probably the project that I was going to say most proud of for the year. And I mean, that is true. I'm proud of a lot of them. I did a lot of new things last year. I think I said this year a minute ago. Y'all know what I mean. I tried a lot of new things in 2022. So I had never done like a clothing item other than, you know, hats, scarves, that kind of thing. But as far as actually clothing items you wear, I've never done one. So this was my very first one, and it is a swimsuit cover-up. Let me stand up so you can see it a little bit better. So it has these tassels on the bottom, and I just really love the way that this turned out. I used the Sugar Will Cotton, the Yarn Bee Sugar Will Cotton from Hobby Lobby, and I do know, I can't think of the name of the person, but I know I can still find this link. So I will definitely post that in the description. But this was really fun to make, and being my first clothing item, I am really proud of it. I did have to add some extra length on the bottom, so you can kind of see where there's a line there where I originally had ended the project but realized I needed a little extra length. And originally this was supposed to be oversized, so but it's not. It was pretty, not necessarily tight to my body, but form-fitting. And I did want it to be a little more oversized, but it's okay. I mean, it does still definitely fit me. And I will try to insert a picture right here of me wearing it. I did only wear it on vacation last year, like one time, because I was too afraid to get it dirty or get it, you know, gross with sunscreen. I am really fair complected, so I have to goop sunscreen all over my body every time I'm in the sun, especially in Florida. So I just didn't want to get it all sunscreeny and gross, and so I don't know. I didn't really wear it, but I still really love it. So that was a fun one. I'm gonna have these projects strung all over my room. Okay, so with that same theme, a clothing item, this is one I finished not that long ago, and it is my first ever cardigan, and I made this using the, it's always a mouthful, Colorama Halo Ogo in the color Nutmeg Frost, and I have several videos where I show this that I will link below, but I really love the way it turned out. It turned out like a color block. So because it's worked in panels, you know, the Colorama Halo is an ombre, and it is a beautiful ombre. It is like the most perfect ombre ever, in my opinion. But because this is worked in panels, it did end up color blocked, which I really do like. So you can see that here. And here's the back. And I used a pattern, I believe it was by Lakeside Loops, and it was called the Delaney cardigan, and she used velvet yarn for her cardigan. But I really do love the way that this turned out. I actually wore this to church on Sunday. When I do wear it, I don't wear it for long periods of time, because the same thing, you know, whenever you put a lot of work into a clothing item, you don't like want to mess it up, obviously. You guys know that. I shouldn't even have to say that, but I'm nervous to wash this stuff. Even if I hand wash it, you know, I don't know. I'm just nervous for it to get wet. So I'm just going to try to keep them as clean as possible and not wash them until I absolutely have to. So anyway, one last look at that one. I love the way it turned out, and it is very, very warm. I wore it, like I said, to church on Sunday. Oops. And I had a tank top on under it, and my arms were still super warm, and it was probably in the low 40s, I believe, which Sunday was yesterday. I'm talking about it like it was days ago, but it was really super warm, even with just a tank top on. I didn't wear a jacket over it or anything, and so if you have debated on using the Colorama Halo, you should definitely use it. It's perfect for clothing items, super soft, and yeah, it's amazing. It's fun to work with too. Okay, so the next thing that I have to show you is this pocket scarf. Now this was used or made using some yarn that I got on clearance at Hobby Lobby in June for their annual clearance sale. It is this right here. It is the True Colors yarn, and I had never used this before either. And I really love this. I mean, it is super thick, super chunky. I wish I would have made it a tad bit longer, because for the pockets to be in the spot that I want them to be in, I do have to wrap it kind of tightly around my neck. So I wish I would have made it just a little bit longer, not much, but I love the color of it. I love this mustard color. I love the fringe, and the pockets are really big and really nice. And yeah, I just really love this. And it was pretty quick to make. It didn't take that long. I believe I found the pattern on Pinterest. It was a free pattern. Again, I will try to find it and link it below. Guys, my eyes keep watering and my nose is tickly. It's so annoying, but I am glad that I don't feel bad, so I shouldn't complain. Okay, now we're gonna move into some like home decor items, I guess you could say. So first thing is this granny square pillow, and I did show this not long ago as well. I used the Play Hooky With Me Granny Square to Infinity pattern. And originally it was going to be a granny square blanket, but I had an extra pillow form, so I decided to make a pillow out of it, and I love it so much. It was a lot of fun to make. It was actually a really quick project, and I've had a couple people ask me to make them one already, so I may make a couple of these next year for Christmas gifts. And then the next thing is a blanket I made for my 10-year-old son, and this is using the Forever Fleece finer yarn. I had got a whole bunch of it on clearance at Michael's earlier this year, and it is one of my favorite yarns ever. I still have quite a bit that I like to make amigurumi out of, which I'm going to show you one here in a minute that I made out of the Forever Fleece Finer. But here is that. And this is a corner to corner blanket. And yeah, I just really love it. My son is really into Minecraft, and I just thought that the different blocks, you know, the C2C makes sort of like a block pattern, and Minecraft is all regarding blocks. So I just really thought he would like that, and I love it. The only problem with the fleece yarn is if you have pets that shed, the fleece yarn picks up every single dog hair or cat hair or whatever kind of animal hair in your whole house. So I don't know if you can see the hairs on this. It's awful. So maybe don't make anything out of this if you have pets to like gift to somebody outside of your household, because they're gonna get all your dog's hair with it, or cat hair. Okay, and then the last decor item. Sorry guys, I have to blow my nose. Okay, the last decor item is my first scrap gan. So I actually have a video showing you how I made this scrap gan. I kind of took some inspiration from a few different channels and kind of combined it into my own little spin on it. But I used all 4-weight acrylic yarn. This thing is absolutely huge. It fits my queen size bed. It's very heavy. It's almost like a weighted blanket. So yeah, it's heavy, it's big, but it is colorful and beautiful. So if you've never made a scrap gan, it's definitely a super fun project, and honestly, it works up pretty quickly if you do it the way I did, where I held 2 strands of yarn together. So what I did for that is held a strand of white throughout the whole blanket, and then every couple rows, you know, changed colors and held, you know, another color with the white. So it gives it sort of that speckled, marbled look. And it was a lot of fun to make. I have another one that I'm currently working on that I'm sitting on. And this one is more of a brighter blanket because I'm not holding a single color through the whole thing. But I need to get back to work on that because I do want to get that one finished. I'm excited about that one. But yeah, if you're interested in making a scrap gan and have never made one before, definitely check out the video that I did. It was an older video, so the quality isn't as good, but it is still a good tutorial. I tried to go really in depth with all the information that you need to know, and scrap gans are very, very customizable. So I definitely want to make more in the future with different colors. I would love to do one where I hold a strand of black and do different colors just like I did the white one. And then I'd also love to do like a Christmas colored one. Ginger, the yarn geek, she's done a lot of, she calls them, I think, scrap-tastic blankets, and she has a Christmas one that she had in the background of her videos over the holiday season, and I just loved it. So definitely that is on my list for this year, hopefully. Okay, and then the last few things are amigurumi. So I just recently got into amigurumi this past year. I think I had done a pumpkin pie slice one year for somebody, but I wasn't even really familiar at that time with the term amigurumi, so I didn't really think of it as that, you know. But I've fallen in love with amigurumi. I just love it. I love that you can use so many different types of yarn. You can literally make your own stuffed animals. It's just so fun. It's such a satisfying project. It can be challenging, especially when first starting out, but it becomes very addicting. I'm sure many of you can relate. So I'm going to start with, I have 3 things, and I'm going to save my favorite for last, and I think it actually might be my most favorite project of all of last year, which is kind of funny because it's a small thing. But first of all, I guess I should mention these guys too, the octopus and the jellyfish over here. Those were really fun to make. The jellyfish was one of the first amigurumi that I made, so of course I love those, and those guys hang out in the back of my videos, so I love them. But I really love this gingerbread man that I made not long ago. He's just so soft. He's made with just chenille yarn, and I did purchase this pattern on Etsy. But I just really love it. It's not perfect, of course, but I love him anyway. And he's so soft and squishy and cute. And I did use these glittery eyes. Now these eyes I got off Amazon. They're not very good quality. So I definitely would like to get some better quality glitter eyes. If you have a link for some really good ones, then leave it in the comments, because I would love to get some better ones. But he's just so cute. I can't help but love him. And then the next thing is from the book Kawaii Crochet, and this used to have a face on it and some eyes, but my 4-year-old plucked one of the eyes out. So before this video, I went ahead and took the other eye out and clipped the little smile because, you know, you can't really put a safety eye in once it's out. So I could, you know, could have like done some felt eyes or eyes with yarn, but I just thought it's cute like this. So this is out of velvet yarn, and it's just, as you can see, a little heart pillow. I would love to make a huge heart pillow for Valentine's Day out of some bigger yarn. The velvet is a weight 5, so I would love to use a weight 6 or weight 7 yarn and make a humongous heart pillow. But I just really love this. It's so soft and so cute. And the book Kawaii Crochet is amazing. I made an apple and a banana as well from that book. I don't know where they are now because my kids claim them, and they're somewhere in our house, probably in pretty rough shape. So yeah, but if you haven't checked out that book, you definitely should. Okay, now, are you guys ready for my very favorite project of the year? Like I said, it is surprising because it's a small project. I would, you know, you would kind of think that one of the clothing items or something like that that took me a long time to make would be my favorite. But every time I think about my favorite project, this project always comes to mind. And I think it's just because I love crochet food. So there's a little hint for you, but it is this strawberry ice cream cone, and this is also from the book Kawaii Crochet. I used the Forever Fleece yarn, and I just absolutely love this. Like I said, I don't even really know why. It's just so cute to me, and I love the little strawberry on top and the whipped cream and the cone. The detail on it is just so realistic, and I just felt like I did a pretty good job of sewing it up. You know, sewing is not my #1 talent. I struggle a lot with sewing, so I was just happy that I was able to sew that on well with it looking neat. I did hot glue the strawberry on and the whipped cream, I think. So that was also the first amigurumi I've ever hot glued. So it works really well if you've ever considered doing that. This has held super well. It's really sturdy. It's just so super cute, and I'm just proud of it. So anyways, guys, that is my favorite projects from 2022. I do have other ones that I can think of that I loved, but I have since gifted them to people, so I don't have them here to show you. Like, I made a dinosaur not that long ago that I gifted to my friend, and I made a crossbody bag that I gave to my mom for Christmas. And so there are other things that I love, but I just wanted to have the physical item here to show you. So that is it, and I would love to know in the comments what your favorite project from 2022 was, or projects. I know it's hard to pick just one, but I would love to know. I would love to chat with you guys in the comments. And definitely stay tuned. Tomorrow I'm going to do my first Temperature Blanket Tuesday video, so I'm excited about that. I'm loving the way my blanket's working up. It's absolutely beautiful. Cannot wait to show you guys. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Sorry you had to put up with me sounding all coldish. Okay, so the verse I want to share with you guys today is from the book of Proverbs, and it is Proverbs 3, verses 5 through 6. And it says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make straight your paths." And this is one of my favorite verses just because I think it's important to be reminded that we cannot lean on our own understanding, because it's really easy for us to be persuaded at times by things we hear or see. And as our culture consistently turns farther and farther away from the Lord, we have a lot of influence in our life that tries to turn us away from God. And especially a lot of things in science, and that's a whole nother topic because I love science and there's so much scientific information that points to the Lord, but that's for another day. But it's easy to feel like, as people of this earth, that we know everything, and we need to put that into perspective and realize that we are literally a speck in the universe. We're tiny. Like, we cannot know everything. Only the creator of the world can know everything, and his understanding is so far above ours. And I just love this reminder to trust in the Lord with your heart. Don't lean on your own understanding. Just because you feel like, what other people, very intelligent people, may be saying, it doesn't mean it's the truth. And we have millions of thoughts a day, and it doesn't mean every one of them is a true thought. And we just need to be reminded that our understanding is limited. Even if we feel like it's not, it really is. And as we do that, the Lord will lead us and make our path straight. And if we just trust in him and say, "Lord, I don't understand this." There's many times I read the Bible and I'm like, I do not understand this. But if we just say, "Lord, I don't understand this, but I trust in you," I just think that's so important to do. So anyways, guys, I know this video is long enough. So I hope you enjoyed seeing all the crochet projects that I have fallen in love with over the year of 2022, and I would love to know again what your favorite project was. So I hope you guys will tune in tomorrow for Temperature Blanket Tuesday. I cannot wait to show you what it's looking like. Make sure to turn on the post notifications, the little bell icon, so that you can get a notification when I upload the video, so you can be one of the first to watch it. And I just can't wait to share it with you guys. It's turning out so beautifully. So may God bless you, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.